Ahoy there, mateys. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of myths and legends. Today we're setting sail on a perilous journey to explore the monstrous denizens of the deep Krakens and Leviathans. These behemoths of the sea have haunted sailors' nightmares for centuries. But what exactly are they? Are they terrifying realities or just salty sea stories? Buckle up, because we're about to separate fact from fiction in this Kraken versus Leviathan showdown. First up, the eight-limbed terror of the north, the Kraken. Originating in Scandinavian folklore, these monstrous cephalopods were said to be so large their tentacles could wrap around entire ships, dragging them down to a watery grave. There have even been tales of Krakens creating whirlpools so powerful they could swallow whole fleets. Sounds like something straight out of a pirate movie, right? Well, hold your horses. The Kraken's legend has been passed down through generations, growing more fearsome with each retelling. But what if there's more to this story than just myth? Believe it or not, there might be a grain of truth to these Kraken stories. Giant squids, real creatures lurking in the deep ocean, can grow up to 46 feet long with tentacles stretching even further. Imagine encountering one of those in the dark abyss. No wonder sailors spun yarns about colossal Krakens. These real-life encounters could easily have inspired the terrifying tales of the Kraken. Modern science continues to uncover the mysteries of these deep-sea giants, shedding light on the origins of ancient myths. Now let's shift gears and head over to the waters of Judeo-Christian mythology. Here we meet the Leviathan, a monstrous sea serpent so big it could churn the seas into a frenzy. Unlike the Kraken, the Leviathan wasn't just about brute force. It was often depicted as a symbol of untamed chaos, a creature so powerful it challenged even the gods. The Leviathan story is deeply rooted in ancient texts, where it represents the ultimate force of nature. Its battles with other mythical creatures are legendary, showcasing its immense power and ferocity. While the Leviathan might seem like pure fantasy, there are some theories about its origins. Whales, with their immense size and mysterious underwater lives, could have been a source of inspiration. Or perhaps it stemmed from even deeper, more metaphorical waters, representing the untamed power of the ocean itself. The Leviathan story is deeply rooted in ancient texts, where it represents the ultimate force of nature. Its battles with other mythical creatures are legendary, showcasing its immense power and ferocity. The Leviathan story is deeply rooted in ancient texts, where it represents the ultimate force of nature. Its battles with other mythical creatures are legendary, showcasing its immense power and ferocity. All right, time to unleash our imaginations. If these two legendary beasts ever met, what would they be like? Imagine a creature combining the nightmarish aspects of both. A colossal squid with a serpent's body and a terrifying array of tentacles. We could call it the KRAVIATHAN. Would this hybrid Leviathan be the ultimate ruler of the oceans? What kind of havoc would it wreak on unsuspecting sailors? These are fun thought experiments, but remember, there's no scientific evidence to support the existence of either Krakens or Leviathans. These are fun thought experiments, but remember, there's no scientific evidence to support the existence of either Krakens or Leviathans. These are fun thought experiments, but remember, there's no scientific evidence to support the existence of either Krakens or Leviathans. So, Krakens versus Leviathans, more like myths versus maybe. While these creatures might not be real, they capture our fascination with the mysteries of the deep. Who knows what undiscovered wonders might lurk beneath the waves? Thanks for joining us on this nautical adventure. If you enjoyed this epic clash of the sea serpents, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more myth-busting fun. Until next time, fair winds and following seas. Until next time, fair winds and following seas. Until next time, fair winds and following seas. Pause 2S. But what about the myths and legends surrounding the Kraken? Pause 1S. From ancient sailors' tales to modern pop culture, the Kraken has been depicted as everything from a monstrous sea creature to a misunderstood giant. Pause 1S. In Norse mythology, it's said that the Kraken would rise from the depths to drag entire ships and their crews to a watery grave. Pause 1S. In more recent times, the Kraken has become a symbol of the unknown and the terrifying power of the sea. Pause 1S. Whether it's battling pirates in blockbuster movies or lurking in the pages of fantasy novels, the Kraken continues to capture our imagination. Pause 1S. So, the next time you're at sea, keep an eye on the horizon. You never know what legendary creature might be lurking beneath the waves. Pause 2S. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of myths and legends. Pause 2S. But what about the ancient Leviathan? Pause 1S. This colossal sea monster has roots in religious texts and mythologies from around the world. Pause 1S. In the Bible, the Leviathan is described as a fearsome creature with impenetrable scales and fiery breath, a symbol of chaos and power. Pause 1S. Some scholars believe the Leviathan was inspired by real animals like the crocodile or even the whale, magnified by the lens of myth. Pause 1S. Across different cultures, the Leviathan has been portrayed as everything from a monstrous dragon to a giant serpent, embodying the untamable and mysterious forces of the ocean. Pause 1S. Whether it's in ancient scriptures or modern-day interpretations, the Leviathan continues to be a captivating figure that symbolizes both fear and awe. Pause 2S. Thank you for joining us on this journey through mythical seas, and don't forget to subscribe for more tales of legendary creatures. Pause 2S. While ancient myths paint the Leviathan as a monstrous sea beast, modern interpretations have given it a new life. Pause 1S. In literature, the Leviathan often appears as a metaphor for overwhelming challenges or deep-seated fears. Pause 1S. For instance, in Herman Melville's classic Moby Dick, the whale embodies the elusive and destructive force of nature. Pause 1S. In movies and video games, the Leviathan is frequently reimagined as a massive otherworldly creature, blending science fiction with ancient lore. Pause 1S. These modern portrayals continue to captivate audiences, proving that the Leviathan's legacy is far from over. Pause 1S. Whether as a symbol of chaos or a figure of fascination, the Leviathan remains deeply embedded in our collective imagination. Pause 2S. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more explorations of mythical and legendary creatures. Pause 2S. The Kraken and Leviathan have both made significant splashes in pop culture, often being pitted against each other in epic showdowns. Pause 1S. In the world of literature, these two titans frequently appear as symbols of ultimate power and mystery. Pause 1S. Take, for example, the Pirates of the Caribbean series, where the Kraken is an unstoppable force of nature summoned by Davy Jones. Pause 1S. Meanwhile, the Leviathan often finds its place in dark fantasy novels, embodying the depths of the unknown seas. Pause 1S. Video games also love to feature these colossal creatures, like in Final Fantasy, where the Leviathan is a summonable entity, and Sea of Thieves, which includes both the Kraken and Leviathan as formidable adversaries. Pause 1S. These monstrous sea beasts continue to capture our imaginations, proving that their legendary status is well-deserved. Pause 2S. Which one do you think would win in a battle? Let us know in the comments below. As we wrap up our deep dive into the myths and legends of the Kraken and Leviathan, it's clear that these sea monsters have left an indelible mark on human culture. Pause 1S. From ancient texts to modern-day video games and movies, their stories continue to evolve, captivating audiences of all ages. Pause 1S. Whether you see them as symbols of chaos and destruction or as misunderstood guardians of the deep, there's no denying their powerful allure. Pause 1S. So the next time you find yourself by the sea, take a moment to ponder what might be lurking beneath the waves. Pause 1S. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the depths of mythology. Pause 1S. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating tales from the world of legends. Pause 1S. Until next time, keep your eyes on the horizon and your imagination running wild.